The first question we asked on this whole trip was, is there somewhere in the UK that I can go that doesn't feel like I'm in the UK? And the answer to that is, good morning people. We are in Thurso, right on the north coast of the NC500. If you missed us getting here, the video is there, or there. Click that and watch that first so you can catch up. Unless you just want to see the most dramatic area of the NC500, and that will all be in this video, hopefully, as long as I make it. It'll be interesting to see how, I hate using the word, but staycation compares with a vacation going elsewhere. Because a lot of people have told me that this is just as good, and it's right on our doorstep, or in the attic, however you want to see it. I'm in England, so this would be north. Anyway, let's go. Surely it's down there. Oh, you know when you think you know better than the sat-nav? Right, we're looking at poor weather conditions for the next couple of days, people. I've had a look and it don't look good at all. We're going to be sleeping in the car because the accommodation along the way is expensive. We're looking at about £160 a night minimum for the next few nights. I don't know if it's because I've left it so late or because it's like really in the middle of nowhere, but we're sleeping in the car. We've got the supplies and that. We've got them all in the last video. I'll show you them in a bit. Which says get out of Thurso first, which is a little bit like a maze. It's taking me literally like crisscrossing everywhere. So I'll get out of here and we'll see what the scenery starts looking like. It should start looking a little bit nuts. Apparently the scenery just gets better and better and better if you go anti-clockwise on the NC500. Do I like? I like how polite all the Scottish people are up here. I'm getting a lot, you know, when you wait for somebody and they put their hand up. It costs nothing, but it means everything. And it really annoys me when people don't do it. And then when people don't do it to me, I think, oh, I ain't gonna do it to you anymore. And then I don't do it to people, and it just, you know, that's just how it goes. I've become that guy. I'm first gonna make my way to Durness and Smoo Cave. It's a saltwater, freshwater cave, big waterfall in there apparently. I've not actually seen it. I'm going off recommendations from other people. If you missed the last video and you're just catching up, I've done no research for this trip at all. I'm doing it in my own car. I haven't hired a car out for this or a camper or anything like that. And it was just like a last minute plan just to do something because Christmas holidays, yeah, a couple of days and I'm done with it. So I need to go do something, I need to stay active, so here I am. Here we are! Temperature feels like it's definitely dropped from yesterday. Although it says it's 7 degrees still, but it says feels like 2 degrees. And what good is it to tell me it's 7 degrees if it doesn't feel like it's 7 degrees? It's 2 degrees. You might as well just say 2 because you're not... Why are you trying to just dangle the carrot of 7 degrees in my face? When really it's 2 degrees. Look at this. It's like the set of Emmerdale. One thing I will say about coming to do the NC500 in the winter, the good thing is there's not really anybody here. Very quiet. The whole point of doing something like this is so that you're away from the crowds and the cities, and you know, you're out and in the middle of nature, in the middle of nowhere. But if there's big crowds here, you kind of just in traffic the whole time, and yeah, I don't know, that would kind of kill the vibe for me. But the bad thing is it's 9:30 now and it's still pretty dark. I'm having to use this light here so you can see me, and it gets dark again at about 3:30, so you don't really get that long of daylight hours to actually see the place. Just quickly pulled over. Look at this, I'm going to show you this. Popped up. Look. These are everywhere along this route. I must be quick because it's fine as lamb. Imagine looking out your window and seeing some geezer in a Santa hat running across your field. Look at this. Ruins. Mental. One day it would have been somebody's house. Always weirds me out when I see things like this. Like once upon a time, somebody either would have paid a lot of money for this, or at least been very excited to have it. And now look at it. Ruins. Just wonder how it got like that. Why did they not upkeep it? It must be so old. Half the building's gone. Maybe they used it for materials for something new. But there's loads of them. There's loads of castle ruins up here as well. And castles in the summer you could actually go inside and that. We went to a couple yesterday, but nothing, you can't go inside at this time of year, which sucks. Look at this, right? This is the supplies. We've got the custard creams, obviously, because if it gets miserable, at least I've got a nice taste in my mouth. We've got the eggs, must have, very easy to cook. We've got the tuna, easy to eat, good source of everything. Got some soups, got some bread, and some coffee, 3-in-1. Burner in there. That's all you need. That is literally the only supplies you will need to survive for a few days. You know, long life stuff. It can sit in there with no fridge. It's all good. Well, the soup. Don't quote me on that. I'm going to eat it anyway, but don't copy me if it's going to go off and you're going to get sick. I don't want you to come bloody sue me. I don't know if the camera's picking up that rain. It's getting quite heavy. Well, we're about an hour away from Verso now. It looks, if you can see through the rain, it looks a lot like Iceland. No trees, very few trees. Very weird colours of vegetation all over the hills, and you proper feel like you're really in the middle of nowhere now. And that's when you start getting that little thrill. You know, you start thinking, oh, if I break down here, I'm actually going to be stuck. And then that's quite exciting. That's quite an exciting fall. Yeah. Twisted. I think if it wasn't raining, I don't even know if it would look that nice. The rain kind of gives it that dramatic feel. I suppose the difference between it being 7 degrees outside and 2 degrees is that if it was actually 2 degrees outside, it would be snowing. And that would be very bad. Wow. Orange hills. That is something I've not seen before, man. It all looks very bronze. I don't know what plant that is, but it is everywhere. Wow. That looks pretty cool, man. I like it. I've got to say, this landscape is unique. I've not seen anything like this before. I've been sat here for literally a minute and a half. At what point do you just go? Probably about now, isn't it? It ain't working. Surely. I'm going. Yeah, that was a good idea. This place is beautiful. There's just a difference in colours. The orange, green, yellow, red, light green. It's like a luminous sort of green, these trees. Look at this. Look at these trees. They're everywhere like that. They've got the red tips. So cool, man. Look at all the colours just in this scene here. Mad. I like it, man. It's well nice up here. Alright, it's 10 past now. Those Biscoff biscuits I had for breakfast are not lasting me, obviously. Don't know why I thought that would be a good idea. Especially as now for me to use the burner and to cook some eggs or something, I need to find some shelter, which seems to be few and far between out here. Although apparently there are some free rest stops where you can stop somewhere and there's shelter there and that, so maybe I can find one of those. If I see anything, I'm stopping and we're going to cook some eggs up there. So I'm pretty hungry. For now, I'm going to have a couple of these Lents. Look at this guy, it's proper off-grid. Look at this. There's vegetable patches in there. He's got some sort of device here. He's cooking something up or burning a fire. I don't know if he's underneath there. I think he's under that mound. Maybe he lives under there. Wow. This is awesome. Look at that. He's got his solar panels over there. Wow, I'm impressed. It's cool. He's got his chicken coop over here. Awesome, and look at his views. what a perfect place to pitch up. Probably started off with just the motorhome. He must be under the mound there now because he's got the steam coming out there, and you can see the sort of entrance here. Got the gas bottle there. Wow, I bet it looks well cool in there. Mate, I bet they're so nice and cosy under that mound. That's so cool, man. He's got his little home under the ground. Oh, that was sick. That was well cool. He's living it up. They're probably in there playing board games and all sorts. Cooking up some food. Oh, mate, yeah. That was well good. Natalia, what do you reckon? Want to go do that? There is no way she's living in the ground. I think that's pretty cool though. But you just hate that feeling when you're in the middle of nowhere and you look at your petrol gauge and you think, probably should have filled up before I left. I'm getting that right now. Do you know what? I can honestly say I could be absolutely anywhere in the world right now. I am quite stunned. It does not have that UK feel to it. It feels completely different. And I'm so glad as well, because on day one, you know, when it's just fields and it's nice scenery, but it's not, it felt like I was in the UK. And I was like, oh, maybe this ain't gonna be what I thought it was. Maybe it's not gonna be what everyone promised me it would be. But now I'm up here, it's pretty cool, man. It is cool. I love the colours. I've not seen one other car. Now, is that comforting? No. If I wanted comfort, I would have stayed at home. It would be nice just to see another car just come the other way from the direction I'm going, you know? Apparently there used to be bears and wolves and all sorts up here. Wolves. I know everyone always says I'll say that wrong. And you could really see that they could live up here. This seems like the perfect place to have bears roaming around. Obviously, they're not here anymore, probably because of us. I say us, I have nothing to do with that. Humans. They tarnish us all with the same brush. How random is this? They've got a red telephone box up here. Now, I ain't seen one of them in a while. Another thing I was told is that there really isn't much signal up here, and until Thurso, obviously on day one, I had signal everywhere. But here on the north coast, zero signal on my phone, so that's probably the reason for the red telephone box. There's no phone signal here, which is quite a nice feeling. Unless you break down, don't think about that. We don't want to manifest that into existence. Here we are, Smoo Cave. Apparently this is a saltwater and freshwater cave with a waterfall inside. It sounds nuts. I'm quite excited to go see this. Well, I was not expecting this. This is a proper cave, man. Wow. Oh my god, spray off that is mad. Wow. Look at that. Ah, that's Sango Sands, the beach, and there's like sand dunes and everything down there. I'm not going to walk over there now because it's like a 2-hour walk in the rain, and a beach in the rain, Sango Sands it's called. That rain is very heavy now. Lashing it down, man. I need to cook. I need food. Wasting away in here. These links ain't hitting the spot anymore. It's making me feel sick. I want to cook some eggs up, man. This rain is a flaw in my judgment. And I had it in my head, man. I was just chilling at the back of the car with sheep all around me, cooking up some eggs, getting a little sandwich ready. Maybe have a little bit of soup with tuna in it. Really nourish themselves. But instead, I'm sitting here starving hungry, eating lints and custard creams in the pissing rain. It's a good job the scenery is meeting expectations, because if it was the same scenery as yesterday today, with these conditions that I'm living in right now, I probably wouldn't be feeling too positive about this situation. Right, I've just seen my first vehicle. It was a recovery truck. Don't know how I feel about that. There was no car in it. I think I'd feel better if there was a car in it, because what's the likelihood of us both breaking down today? Do you know what I'm loving about the western side so far? There's a lot more waterfalls. The scenery is getting increasingly more dramatic as we go. And I love how all the rocks have got like this real subtle hint of pink through them. They look so cool. And then look at that. That has got to be some spectacular place to look that good in the rain through my windscreen. This place is very picturesque, man. Fair play, it does get better. Such a nice drive. I don't even know how long I've been driving for now. It's not even been a chore at all today. Absolutely, I'm enjoying every minute of this. Awesome, so good. Look at that, mate. Bliss. Absolute silence. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm extremely impressed and relieved. I thought you guys had sent me on a wild goose chase. Sorry, I doubted you. It's like that pretty much everywhere along the west coast. It's awesome. So good. Beautiful. Oh, it stopped raining. Didn't even realise. Right. I'm making some eggs, man. It's raining, but I really want to make a coffee for the road. So we're gonna... Look, there's no... My beautiful view's gone. Alright, I'm gonna quickly make a coffee in this. I've ruined the pan. Didn't bring any washed up liquid with me. Such a... what's the word? Chaotic? It's not chaotic. What's the word? It's such a... It was so spontaneous and so sporadic that I'm just not prepared. I need to boil this water. I need to quickly boil this water up, make myself a nice coffee so I can just chill with it as we just cruising through the mountains, man. We need to make my dream a reality. These little sachets, not good for you at all, I wouldn't have thought, but 3 in 1. They taste pretty good. They're a bit addictive, actually. Gotta say, shout out to Sean for this, man. Thank you for letting me use your jet boil. This thing boils up fast, man. Show you guys what it is. It's awesome, actually. This mental cooks up so fast, man. That water's nearly boiling already. There you go. Left it as I found it before I start getting all you little snowflakes in the comments. Oh, I hope you left that as you found it if you're stopping by the road like that. Fuck off, mate. Of course I did. Goes without saying, should do. Doesn't get much better than this, does it? I don't know why, but a nice hot drink always just lifts the atmosphere, lifts the mood. Alright, we just pulled up at Ardrek Castle and Calder House. Mate, I do not see a castle anywhere. Right. That little ruin I saw on the way in is the castle. Apparently, it was built by Angus More III in the 15th century. Some geezer was imprisoned here in 1650
after he lost at Battle of Carbersdale. The place has been the scene of much violence with murders, executions and sieges. In 1672, a 14-day siege by the Mackenzies of Westeros, if you've seen Game of Thrones. Many ghosts are said to haunt Ardrek, the weeping daughter of the MacLeod chief, who drowned in Loch Assynt after marrying the devil in a pact to save her. That sounds pretty nuts, actually. That sounds pretty nuts. So I'm going to go have a look. I left the camera in the windscreen, so that's not very focused, but here we go. This mug is also almost working too well. The drink is not cooling down. Walked all the way over here, I can't even bloody touch it, look. Well, there it is, that's all that's left. That is very interesting. See, that always weirds me out when you see something like that. Like I was saying earlier today, with the ruins. Like that used to be a spectacular building with all imported sandstone. But when you learn about stuff and you see what it is now, like it's nothing now. It's gone. Like back in the day, that caused a family financial ruin because it was so expensive to upkeep. Here in the middle of nowhere. So all that's left.
Just on our way to Ullapool now, but we're not going to stop there. That's where you can stop. That's like the nearest sort of next town, like a bigger town. We're going to go through there, and I'm going to want to go to there's some beach called Firemore Beach. That's apparently a cool place to stop if you're just like doing a wild camp or something. So I'm going to pull up there, and that's where I'm going to sleep tonight, I reckon. That's 2 hours of drive from here. It's 2:30 now, so it'll be dark by the time I get there. So that's kind of the most distance I can get today in daylight hours.
I think what we have over there is Ullapool.
Oh, what a sick journey today has been. I've enjoyed that. You can just stop here at Ullapool. Apparently there's like a lay-by here. You can just stop and you can just wild camp there, like in your caravan or whatever. But I'm going to go a little bit further just so that tomorrow is straight up, just on really the highlight of the whole trip is tomorrow. Oh, fuel. I might as well get it while I'm here. 45 quid. You see how dark it's getting? It's 3 o'clock. It's not even 3 o'clock. It's 5 to 3. Yeah, £45 that's cost me to go in fuel to get from Inverness all the way around the north to Ullapool. To give you an idea of how much this whole trip's going to cost. I am going to top the whole lot up, and I'll tell you how much it all cost me in the end, by the way. Probably should have said that at the start. These roads are pre-flooded, man. This rain is absolutely relentless. Non-stop, heavy downpour, man. I need to find somewhere to stop and go to sleep. I want my soup. I want my soup with tuna. I need something. Can't go to sleep like this. Don't know how I'm going to do it yet. Try and find somewhere with a shelter. It's just impossible. There is literally no stops with a shelter. Here we go. Not too bad at all, really. It's actually well comfy. I can easily sleep here. Especially for 100. If somebody said to me right now, listen, you sleep in there, I'll give you 165 quid. I go, done, mate, done. One thing I will need to do in a bit is find the soup and make it, or even eat it cold with tuna in it because I'm pretty hungry. In the rain. It's still raining. It's ridiculous. I think it's going to rain all night. But yeah, this is me. I'll let you know how it goes in the morning. I'm just going to chill here for a bit. Probably watch some YouTube or start editing the video. Yeah, try and get some sleep. And we'll hit the road again in the morning. Peace out. Right. This is not as comfortable as I thought it would be. After laying down for a while, Feels a bit I ain't paying £165. Yeah, I don't know. I underestimated how uncomfortable this would be.
Couldn't do it. That was not comfortable, man. As soon as you stop concentrating on like editing or watching videos or something, that's not comfortable at all. As soon as you concentrate on it, I've just had to drive near the Sky Bridge. That was the closest one. Oh, mate, I failed the mission. Oh, I'm hungry. I've got all my burner and everything. Hopefully it doesn't set the fire alarm off. I need to eat, man. It's late. Can't believe I even got this place. Oh, 60 quid. Little. I need to make this food. I was just sitting in there, mate. The rain was just pounding the roof. I was thinking, how am I supposed to eat, man? I can't burn any. I can't cook anything because it's raining. Oh, I'm here. I've got a bed. The problem is, it's out of the way. I've gone past where I need to go, but desperate times. Desperate times, boys. Right. Now, what I said earlier, this does say keep refrigerated, these soups. But it's only got vegetables and stuff in it, so it should be sweet as. But just don't copy me, because this might make me sick. I do it all the time now. I always eat stuff that's not refrigerated and I hate it. Right. If I set that off, man, it's going to be awful. This is going to be awful if that goes off. Right, I've decided to be a bit smart about this. I'm doing it in the bathroom. There's no smoke detector in here. Pan, still dirty from earlier. A couple of little eggies in there. All good. As long as it doesn't blow up in my face. Desperate times call for desperate measures. It's not very stable. Mate, if I knock that over, mate, they game over. Wasn't even sealed. Natalia would be telling me not to eat this right now. Sorry, Natalia, it's getting done. Look at this, mate, cooking with Dan. This is like backpacker style, man. So it reminds me of the old days. Old travelling in Australia, proper hardcore backpacking. Everyone living off super noodles and pasta and sauce. I wonder how many of you are sitting at home right now thinking this guy's an absolute idiot. He's a hungry idiot. Oh, the tuna's in, boys. There we go. Simple as that. I'm happy. Finally happy. Give it a little taster. It's alright, it's pretty good. It's got everything I need in there. So here's a top tip, you'll like this one. If you can't be asked to do the washing up, leave it to soak. The magic fairy will come and do it in the middle of the night for you. Wake up in the morning, that'll all be clean. Guaranteed. Now, I'll say good night. You hear that? I thought somebody was taking a shower all night. Only this morning when I got up, I realised the guttering missing. I quickly make a nice little Tetley tea. Got some nice Dean's biscuits this time. Breakfast. I'm gonna wait until about 8 o'clock and then leave. By the time we get to the Bialak Nabar, it will be daylight. This hotel here is past where I wanted to go. I had to come too far down to find the hotel because I was that desperate. So I've gone an hour too far. So I'm basically at the end of the NC500 now, but I've got to go back up it to get to the Bialak Nabar. Oh, and also, the Magic Fairy don't come to Scotland. Alright, I've just pulled over to look up this Bialak Nabar, the place we're going to now. It says this road is not suitable for learner drivers
or large vehicles, and the route is more often than not impassable in winter. I don't know what the deal is with this road, man. Everyone says it's the highlight of their trip. Is it up real high elevation or something? Am I going to see snow at last? Who knows? I'm quite kind of a bit more excited about it now, because I thought it was just going to be cool scenery, which we've already seen. I don't know, maybe it's going to be something a little bit more special. The name Bealach na Baa is Scottish Gaelic for the pass of the cattle. It used to be a drover's road. Now it's a driver's road, but it goes down to Applecross, which is believed to be one of the earliest settlements of Scottish settlers. Finally, we might see some snow, boys. It does feel a bit colder today as well. Maybe it might be quite icy up there. It rained a lot last night, man, honestly. I ain't heard rain like that in a long time. This is the highlight of a lot of people's trip, this road.
Look at this, absolutely stunning. You can see why the Bealach na Baa is the highlight of everyone's trip. It is absolutely stunning up here. The first question we asked on this whole trip was, is there somewhere in the UK that I can go that doesn't feel like I'm in the UK? And the answer to that is absolutely. All you've got to do is come to Scotland. And here we are, this is Applecross. Applecross Inn is closed. Nice little place, isn't it? This one's for sale. If we can find out how much it would cost to live here, overlooking this beautiful sea lake lock. Hazard a guess. Morning. Santa. Santa, yeah. How much do you think this would be? Right on the front here. How much do you reckon? It's got a dining room. You wouldn't think they'd fit a dining room in there. Quite nice bedrooms. 260 grand to live here in pure paradise until summer comes and you're rammed with tourists. But you could always try to sell them things. Oh, what's that? Is that a seal? I think I see a seal. There he is. There he is. See the seal? Place is sick. 260 grand, mate. Like you could probably get a one bed flat for that where I live nowadays. It's ridiculous. Very nice. Oh, there's another seal over there. Bloody hell. Sick. And another seal. There's 3 seals. This is sick, mate. 260 grand. You could just chill here. Got your little shed here as well with your barbecue. In the summer you can make that real nice. Got the inn just down the road if you want to have a little booze up. That's sick, mate. Applecross is the finale of our journey here in the NC500. What a beautiful end. Look, the sun's even come out for us. Was this worth doing? 100% yes. Would I enjoy it so much in the summer with the crowds? Probably not, but that's... if you watch the channel all the time, you know I like going places in low season. I don't like going high season. It's too much going on. It's too stressful. This has been pure peace. I've met not many people along the way, which sometimes is a good thing, sometimes is a bad thing, depending on who you are and how you're feeling. How I'm feeling these days, it's a good thing. I need a bit of space, I need a bit of time, I need a bit of nothing. And this is absolutely delivered on everything. Was it grey? Yes. Was it raining? Yes. Was it flat? Absolutely not. Was it expensive? It cost me about £450 altogether. That's including my fuel to get up here and to get back is obviously 140 on its own, and the rest has been here. So £100 a day to spend here in the Scottish Highlands. I didn't see a cow. That's the only problem. I didn't see a Highland cow. That's really what I wanted to see. I've seen deer, I've seen seals. Can't moan. Would I recommend other people to come here? Absolutely. But if you're going to come in the winter, do not copy me. Do not turn up here, because I think I've been extra lucky here. Everybody has told me, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? A bit silly, a bit silly. Yeah, it probably is, but it felt like the right thing to do. And it worked out, like it always does in the end. If you're looking for more bucket list destinations to add to your list, you're going to love this one. You'll also get to meet my little wifey there as well, for anybody who's new here and has made it to this part of the journey with me. Thank you for watching. As always, much love. Peace out.